Just moments ago, Donald Trump stood at the White House podium and did something no American president has ever dared to do. He publicly branded Britain an unreliable partner, labeled Keir Starmer an enemy of the United States, and warned of economic retaliation if the UK refuses to fall back in line. 8 decades of a so-called special relationship gone. And this time, there's no coming back. The next 72 hours will decide whether Britain remains a serious world power or slides into isolation. If you want unfiltered truth as this story unfolds, subscribe right now, because mainstream outlets won't tell you what's really happening. Here's what Trump actually said. Standing before the cameras in Washington, surrounded by American flags, Trump looked straight into the lens and refused to call Keir Starmer Prime Minister. Instead, he described him as a man who had betrayed the United States. He accused Starmer's government of meddling in the 2024 election, disrespecting the American people, and crossing a red line that can't be uncrossed. Then came the warning: the UK would face serious consequences for its disloyalty. White House insiders later revealed this was no off-the-cuff outburst. Trump's team had prepared for this operation for days. Press materials were ready, allies had been briefed, and talking points were already circulating across US media networks. It was a deliberate dismantling of Britain's special status, and Trump wanted the entire world watching when he pulled the trigger. The fallout was instant and explosive. Minutes after Trump ended his remarks, Foreign Secretary David Lammy was seen sprinting into number 10, surrounded by aides and security. Emergency meetings began. The pound plunged. Markets in London panicked. Social media lit up. Nigel Farage was first to react: Trump is right. Starmer has humiliated Britain and wrecked our most important alliance. That post was shared over 100,000 times within an hour. Elon Musk soon amplified Trump's message to his 200 million followers, calling the Labour government anti-American and anti-freedom. Within minutes, an online storm had become a political earthquake. But here's what most people miss: markets don't crash because of words, they crash because of power shifts. The moment Trump branded Britain disloyal, traders knew a shock was coming. The pound slipped 0.5% within minutes. Sell orders hit the London Stock Exchange, especially in defense and automotive sectors. Why? Because Trump had dropped a chilling hint during his press conference. "We're reviewing every trade deal with countries that don't respect the United States," he said. Some governments are about to learn what that means. Everyone knew he was talking about Britain. Analysts immediately began pricing in 25% tariffs on UK exports: steel, cars, manufactured goods, billions in damage, appearing in real time. Inside Downing Street, utter chaos. Leaks described cabinet members turning on each other. Some urged Starmer to apologize, even to call Trump personally and beg for a truce. Others warned that any sign of submission would confirm Britain's weakness. One senior advisor was overheard saying, "If Trump follows through with sanctions, we're looking at economic isolation, and the Prime Minister's job won't survive it." Starmer has no good moves left. Apologize, and he looks weak. Fight back, and Trump escalates. Stay silent, and the crisis worsens by the hour. It's a political trap, and Trump designed it perfectly. British headlines are brutal: Trump brands UK disloyal. Special relationship in tatters. Starmer loses America. Each passing hour without a clear strategy makes number 10 look weaker, more desperate, more lost. Make no mistake, this moment is historic. No US president has ever humiliated a British leader openly, not during Suez, not during Iraq, not even during Trump's first term with Theresa May. This is unprecedented and intentional. Trump is rebuilding US foreign policy on one rule: loyalty. Nations that show it get access, deals, and protection. Those that don't face punishment. And in Trump's mind, Starmer failed that test the moment Labour officials allegedly interfered in the 2024 race. But Trump didn't stop there. In the same breath, he praised Nigel Farage, calling him a true friend of the American people. That wasn't random. It was a signal. The President of the United States had just endorsed the opposition figure while condemning Britain's sitting Prime Minister. That's not diplomacy, that's political warfare. Farage seized the opportunity. Within hours, he launched a full-scale media blitz across British and American outlets, positioning himself as the only bridge left between London and Washington. His message is simple and devastating: Starmer broke the alliance. Only new leadership can fix it. Trump reposted clips of Farage's interviews, captioning them with phrases like "a real friend of America." The symbolism couldn't be clearer. In Trump's world, Farage is Britain now. Starmer doesn't exist. Reform UK is suddenly climbing in the polls, and analysts are openly discussing what once seemed absurd: Nigel Farage as the next Prime Minister. Meanwhile in Washington, Trump's inner circle has reportedly spent the night drafting executive orders targeting Britain. The operation is being called, behind closed doors, a calibration of loyalty. Translation: economic warfare. Here's what's said to be on the table: 25% tariffs on British steel and automotive exports. Bans on UK firms competing for US defense contracts. A full review of intelligence sharing under the Five Eyes Alliance. That last one is the real nuclear option. Five Eyes, the core intelligence pact linking the US, UK, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand, underpins Western security. If Trump threatens that Britain isn't just being punished, it's being cut out of the West's intelligence circle altogether. Experts are calling this Britain's worst security crisis since the Cold War. And here's the cold truth: no one is rushing to help. France and Germany are quietly cozying up to Washington. Canada and Australia have gone silent, reportedly advised not to align publicly with the UK until the storm passes. Even the EU, still bitter from Brexit, is staying neutral. Britain stands alone. Not since 1940 has Britain been this isolated. Only this time, the threat is coming from Washington, not Berlin. Inside number 10, the mood is dire. Calls to Washington go unanswered. US officials have been ordered not to engage with British diplomats. America's oldest ally is being frozen out in plain sight. Within Labour, panic is spreading. Leaked transcripts describe shouting matches in cabinet. Some ministers want Starmer gone before markets open Monday. Others are floating a national unity government to stabilize the crisis. One senior MP summed it up privately: if the White House won't take our calls, the Prime Minister can't survive the week. Then, just before midnight, Trump posted again. Britain has treated America terribly. They interfered in our election. They insulted our movement. There will be consequences. Big ones. And then 3 words, all caps: respect or pay. Within minutes, that phrase went global, the unofficial motto of Trump's new foreign policy. It's not just aimed at Britain. It's a warning to every nation: obey or face the fallout. This goes beyond Trump and Starmer. It's about whether Britain still matters in a world ruled by superpowers. Whether the special relationship ever truly existed. Whether a mid-sized island can survive without the protection of Washington. The next 72 hours will decide everything. Sanctions could hit any moment. The government could collapse. Britain's status as a major player may be about to vanish forever. This is the biggest geopolitical crisis in decades, and it's happening right now. Trump's next post, Starmer's next move, they could rewrite history. Will Starmer make it through the week? Will Britain bend to Trump's pressure? Or is this the start of something even bigger? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel for more in-depth political commentary, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next deep dive into the world of power and politics. Thanks for watching.